this is my perspective, because I was a waiter for about a year in Boston at a seafood restaurant. I could tell you at any point in time of the night, of my 6 tables, I could tell you about each one of my tables. This couple must have been walking all day because they are very thirsty. I need to get them water and keep their water glasses full. This couple wants to take their time. It looks like they're having a leisurely dinner, and they don't want the food too fast. This couple is looking to save money because they want a lot of bread. So let's make sure that they have bread. This couple needs to get out of here quickly. They must have a play or a concert to go to. Okay? That's awareness. That's just knowing from reading people after doing it for quite some time, awareness. That is a sixth sense. And that's important to develop, because awareness, looking beyond what's apparent, is my phrase. Looking beyond what's apparent. I'll give you another example. Junior achievement. Junior achievement, we built a building. I was one of the people participating as a board of director. We built a building over on 14th and Muhammad Ali. It's really neat if you've never been over there. And it's one side of it is the game of life for 8th graders. You get a card and you play the game of life. And in that building there's a Thornton's gas station, and there's a Texas Roadhouse, and they actually were built. It looks like a Thornton's gas station, and it looks like a Texas Roadhouse, among other things. Okay, how much do you think JA paid Texas Roadhouse to to build that thing? How much do you think Texas Roadhouse paid him?
I'll say nothing.
Nothing. There's materials, there's a working oven. Maybe I didn't tell you that. That's the problem. There's a working oven that bakes the Texas Roadhouse bread to give out to the kids. What do you think the kids have to pay for the bread, and what do you think Texas Roadhouse was paid by Junior Achievement to build that thing? Anybody?
I agree with Katie. Me too.
What? It makes no sense. Someone has to pay for the...
Texas Roadhouse paid for it.
Well, you think Texas Roadhouse pays JA to be there, besides building the stuff, to the tune of $150,000 a year?
We'll give up bread.
Texas Roadhouse pays $150,000 a year. They built the thing, and they give away the bread. Perspective. I have a 17-year-old and a 12-year-old. I have not decided where to go to dinner when we go out to dinner for the last 17 years. I have not decided. The kids decide. As you said, nobody's crying. You know, fine. Where do you want to go? After going through that experience, my son has suggested Texas Roadhouse at least 5 times. After going through the experience of JA City Business Park, Finance Park. That's awareness. Okay? I'll give you another example, a very personal example to me. I was working in New Orleans, as I mentioned, as a lawyer for Exxon. I worked there 3 years. I learned a lot. It got to the point where every day, we had 13 attorneys. Every day at noon, I had no more work to do. So I'd go up to see the other attorneys. I'm 5 years out of law school. Go up to see the other attorneys. Nobody has any work for me. Got any work? Come on, give me some work. No work. This went on for about a month. I wanted to see my supervisor. I said, transfer me. He was like, John, we thought you liked it here. You don't like it here? Is it the work environment? I said, no. Mark, you and I both know there's not enough work to do for 13 attorneys. All right? And I'm 5 years out of law school. I have things to do. I want to learn as much as I can. I can't sit around reading novels in the afternoon. That's not what I want to do. He said, well, where do you want to go? I said, doesn't matter. I want the hardest assignment you can find. Most difficult assignment. Calls me in the next day. Says, you got your wish. Watch what you wish for. I said, well, what do you mean? You're going to northern New Jersey to work at a refinery as a labor lawyer against the Teamsters, who are 1,000 strong and have been in for 80 years. And to kick it off, you're going to also do Superfund work, environmental work, because of the mess we made up there. It was like Animal House. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Great experience. Great, I mean, just killer experience. 1 year to the day, of me transferring. They closed the New Orleans office, laid off all the attorneys, no exceptions. Laid them all off. That's awareness. That's saying, wow, this isn't fitting what I'm looking for. I need to look at things from a different angle. That's what I mean by looking beyond what's apparent.